the ball free in the backfield.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. Now the first carry for Marshawn Lynch. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Now Carr. Looking for Crabtree, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Gilchrist. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Underneath for Miller. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He was trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Watson. He gets this one to Bruce Ellington. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. From the gun, here's Watson. He's going to look deep down the field. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. And that was a young pup, the rookie, being intercepted by a veteran DB.
And I loved our quick conversation in pregame with him on the field where he said, hey, look, I love playing these young quarterbacks. They don't know a whole lot yet, so I can use my mind to put me in a position to make a play.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They start the drive with Lynch, and he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Now Carr throwing on second down. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. They'll run Marshawn Lynch. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. And they've got it here with a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there and swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. Lynch fighting. He fumbles. He lost the football. And the Texans say they have it. They do.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Well, now they'll try the end around. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. To throw on 2nd is Watson. Caught here by Griffin. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide box.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Khalil Mack, the outside linebacker, drops him for a loss of 6. From the 50, it's Watson. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And the slot man goes in motion left. Watson on 3rd down. Flushed out right. Fighting through. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Eddie Vanderdoes in there to get him for a loss of 3. And it'll be 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And that is going to be incomplete. Bill O'Brien rolls the dice, but to no avail. And the Raider D, they get the football back. And fans, a quick reminder from the NFL, after nearly a decade of working together in the fight against breast cancer, this year the NFL and the American Cancer Society, they're broadening the scope of their efforts to tackle multiple types of cancer. And you can learn more about the expanded Crucial Catch initiative and access the Defender, a new digital tool that provides personalized tips on reducing your cancer risk at NFL.com/crucial catch.
And I applaud the NFL for broadening its scope here, because cancer affects us all in many different ways, and now everyone will have the ones that they can focus on and be able to support.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab back there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up. I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Carr gives to Marshawn. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They'll run again with Lynch. And some room to roam now. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Marshawn Lynch, 41 yards. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. Now the try here for the point after. And that makes it 7-zip Oakland. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 1st and 10, Watson. He's got Fuller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. On 1st down, it's Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hopkins. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Watson trying to get his guys moving. On second down, here's Watson. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be down deep into Oakland territory. That goes for a gain of 31.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there from 17 yards out. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now on first down. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. He gets this one to Michael Crabtree. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop. With 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. On first down, Carr. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On second down, here's Carr. It's caught by Clive Walford. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Throwing on first down is Carr. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Patterson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. On now is the field goal team. Here's the Raiders. We'll try for 3. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they kick it through to take the lead. There is a little bit of time left, though, here in the second quarter.
And while they're concerned about not giving up a big return or giving up points themselves going into the half, how good do they feel, though, putting points on the board themselves right near the end of the first half?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. And now out comes Houston. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll keep pounding here with Lynch. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
A Raider first down, 17 yards. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Shift together here from the D-line. First down, the run with Lynch. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Carr. And he finds Cook. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. first possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They go play action here on first down. Going deep, and that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 39 that time. A first down carry now for Miller. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Eddie Vanderdoes able to drop him for a loss of 4. Throwing on third down, Watson steps away to his left. Oh, he's got some breath, and I think the ball's out, and the Raiders have recovered.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. He'll try to get something going with Marshawn Lynch. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Carr to throw on 2nd down. And Cook has it left side. And that's a big collision. He's knocked backward as they will mark him down. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Here's Carr. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. Cordero Patterson. That all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Cordero Patterson, 74 yards. And the Raiders add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? He's going to wind up and air it out. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Throwing again is Watson. Dumps it complete to Miller. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're going to face a third down. Still in search of the first down after that last completion. Back now in Houston, it's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the fourth quarter. The Texans on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And the wideout in motion. To throw is Watson. To throw on third down. And the Raiders have got him. Mario Edwards in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 seconds.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features 2 quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Carson Wentz's Eagles going up against Carr's Raiders.
It's a day, Larry, that fans in these parts will need to savor as we come to you from the East Bay and Oakland, California. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The folks around the stadium clad in silver and black going to make every last game played in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First carry now from Marshawn Lynch. And he's got some space here. Space to maneuver at the 40. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Marshawn Lynch, 75 yards. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. The first play from scrimmage? Some of these people haven't even taken their seat.
That's what is commonly known as a fast start. That's what my horse racing friends would say. They caught a flyer out of the gate. And guess what? They're in the lead now.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, it's Kenyon Barner. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. First carry for LeGarrette Blount. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Now Wentz throwing on second down. Smith catches left side. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some.
Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Amerson. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Getting the call, Lynch running left. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
Now Carr throwing on second down. Crabtree with it over the middle. And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. And the play clock's running down. They'll run it. Here's Lynch, and he'll get this one down to about the 27. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And this one is right through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
The Eagles offense now, they back on the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Eddie Vanderdoes in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 29. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Working from the gun, Wentz. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the 1st down. So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the 1st.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it. He's an integral part of the quarterback run game, and he gets it done very, very well.
Yeah, you don't like sneaky athletic, do you? That's just kind of a jab in the back.
Yeah, not when it doesn't apply. I think that's a stereotype that needs to be broken down for him.
Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big man.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They go with Lynch right side. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well, because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam to the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, hello, my name is Mike.
On the give, this is Lynch. Down right around the 25. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort. for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. On third down, Carr. Over the middle, Cooper with it. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. They'll run for it. Lynch. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. 7 yards on the play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They run again on 1st down, Lynch. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. To throw on 2nd down, Carr. And that'll be incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Yeah, the Eagles will go with an extra DB here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd.
Thinking pass all the way.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An Eagle first down there, Wentz to Ertz, and the names that end in TZ. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Ertz has it left side. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. From the red zone now, Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. The ball comes out, and this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Torrey Smith, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are back within a score. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. And some room to work. Cordero Patterson. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Cordero Patterson as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. And the lead is now 13. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They start on the ground here with Blunt. Broken tackle. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Again, here's Blunt. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone.
And the Raiders have got him. Khalil Mack coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down for a loss of 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
The Eagles on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. To throw is Wentz. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the All-Pro, Navarro Bowman. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On the handoff, Lynch. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
The Raiders on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Throwing now is Carr. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Cook. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Jared Cook, 30 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Caught right side is Jeffrey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. Here's Wentz to throw. Dancing to his left. Bust for a tackle. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. Throwing now is Wentz. Screen pass to Blunt. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
A pickup of 5 that time and a first down. Wentz now to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Wentz going to throw. Flushed out right. Now the ball comes loose. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And this is something that you know that they're emphasizing, you know they're working on, but it has to improve. Carson Wentz lost 14 fumbles as a rookie, and the NFL is just different. When you're in the pocket, you're always at risk of that ball being jostled out.
And if memory serves, those 14 fumbles tied with Carson Palmer for most in the NFL. They'll start on the ground with Lynch. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
Yeah, now you've got options on 2nd down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Back now in the East Bay. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Over the middle, Amari Cooper, it's complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. A gain of 6 there on first. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Carr. It's caught by Crabtree. Avoids him at the 40. Michael Crabtree's going to go. And at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Cordero Patterson, 79 yards. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got for a sack. Khalil Mack in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Aguilar has it. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. A big 30-yard play on third. Wentz. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Here's a give to Lynch. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They'll need to get the play off quickly. On second down, Lynch. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be second and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Black Hole celebrates. The Raiders are winners here as we say so long from Oakland.